Hi, kia ora and welcome to this International Student Experience panel discussion. My name is Juliana and I'm one of the International Student Advisors here at the University of Auckland, Waipapa Tōmataro. And let me just hand over to our student panel. And I start with Donna first, who will be introducing herself. Please tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you're studying here.
Yes, thank you. My name is Dorna and I originate from Iran and come here to the New Zealand about 9 months ago with my family to pursue my education in a PhD in social work. And it's interesting to say that I should be here in 2020, but due to pandemic and the strict rules for border closure of New Zealand, my visa process suspended and I started my study in 2023. But now I'm really happy and eager to continue my educational journey in this beautiful country and University of Auckland.
Thank you, Donna. Handing over to Eric.
Kia ora, Yolanda. My name is Eric and I'm from China. I came to New Zealand when I was 15, so I started high school here and now I'm finishing my last semester with my Bachelor of Law degree contract with Bachelor of Arts, majoring in economics, politics and international relations.
Wow, that's quite a
Very challenging, but finally getting here.
thing to get through to. Mahek.
Kia ora, my name is Mahek Nagar. I'm a second year psychology undergraduate student. I completed my high school back in Mumbai in 2021 and immediately started off uni at University of Auckland as an offshore student for a few semesters, and I came into the country December last year, so it's been like 10-ish months for me over here. It's been pretty exciting so far, and yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you, everyone, for that. I'm excited to hear more about your experience now. So why did you actually decide to study in New Zealand and particularly at the University of Auckland? I might just start with Mahek here.
So I was obviously looking at a lot of universities back home in India to get my undergraduate degree at. I was really interested in psychology and I wanted to get a bachelor's majoring in psychology. I was looking at a lot of other countries. I remember I was really intrigued by the University of Amsterdam and the University of Auckland, and because of how the semester structure over here is that your second semester starts in July, which meant that I would finish my high school and I would immediately start off my uni, which now in hindsight, I wish I would have taken a break now. But I started off uni immediately as an offshore student at the Uni of Auckland, and it was pretty daunting at first. I was like, wow, how am I paying so much money and studying offshore? But it was a really good experience. I know that the University of Auckland is lauded on its just the teaching and learning experience and the quality. So it was pretty up to par with me. So yeah.
Yeah, glad you're enjoying it so far. And Dorna, why did you decide to study here?
You know, there are lots of reasons that I chose New Zealand. First of all, my uncle lives here, and he really liked his life in New Zealand. And because of our close family ties, I chose here. And another point was that the English language speaking country and the moderate weather, which are really important. And the University of Auckland, because it's the best academic institution in New Zealand, and also is among the best prestigious university in the world. And I'm eager to continue my education and enjoy my PhD journey in this institution.
Thank you for that. And Eric, why did you choose to come here?
First, I have to admit, New Zealand is such a beautiful nation. Before I came to New Zealand, I was scrolling to see which countries I should go for study. and I was looking at a picture of New Zealand, Auckland, Christchurch, Queenstown, just such amazing nations. And it's taking about 11 hours taking flight from China to here. So I was thinking, why not to go to a country that's far from my hometown to experiencing something different. So yeah, I came to New Zealand when I was 15 by myself. So when I started with high school, it was quite challenging at that time because I was very young. But I was glad that I met a lot of friends from different places, and particularly for going to University of Auckland is because of the rankings. It has the top rankings university in New Zealand, and this year has been ranking 68 of the QS World Rankings. And also with a lot of facilities here is very attracting me as well, particularly for Auckland Law School. It's very close to Auckland High Court, so we'll be able to go to the court for the hearings and to complete assignments with your friends. And the facilities, the teaching environment is just amazing here. That's why I've chose to New Zealand, and particularly for University of Auckland.
Yeah, thank you for that. But we all know that university study can be quite challenging at times as well. So what did you find most challenging during your time here so far, and how did you overcome that? And also studying online, I think, as well, was a bit of a part for you as well. So maybe go back to Eric.
Yeah, sure. So I think there's two particular challenges for me. First will be the language barrier, because English is not my first language. So when I first joining University of Auckland, I was a bit afraid of my language barriers, because doing a law degree involves a lot of readings and writings and things like that. So I was be able to join a program called Let's Talk with Locals. So during that programs, you will be able to talk with the people from the local, and they will tell you about the New Zealand accent. They will give you a bit of New Zealand cultures and how you will be able to interacting with your lecturers and with your friends, help you able to meet new friends in Auckland Uni. And that was quite helpful, because you'll be able to meet people from different background and different specializations in uni. And the second challenge will be the job hunting, because job hunting is quite challenging when you finish your degree, because there's so many people graduating at the same time. So I was be able to use the seated services. So I did a few mock interviews with John, and he was be able to help me with the job interview, mock interview, and he also helped me to shape my CV and cover letters. So that was the two biggest challenges for me when I first joined Auckland Uni.
Yeah, great to hear you got good support there, and yeah, John is awesome. So, Donna, what were your challenges?
Barrier was also the biggest challenge for me. But besides that, it's a bit challenging for a family of four adapt to the new environment, especially as back in Iran, I had very strong support of my parents, especially regarding kids. But when we came here, my older daughter was 7. She had to adjust to school, new language, and she really need my support, my time to devote to her studies. As a different educational system in my country and New Zealand, she had to jump from year 1 to year 3. It was really challenging. But everything now is okay after passing 9 months. And my little ones were just 10 months. And as you know, infants in this age really depends on their mothers. And above all, I should adapt myself to the new learning style, especially with the challenging course I had regarding the qualitative research. But the support of my supervisors was perfect. And also, the professor who taught that course was really support me in order I learn a lot regarding my studies, and also helped me to support my family, manage everything, and that was great. The support system of the University of Auckland was great and helped me to overcome all this challenge until now.
Thanks, Donna. Yeah, qualitative research. Oh my God, I remember that from my master's studies. All right. So Mahek, what were your challenges during your time here so far?
My challenges were pretty much how it'd be for any international student. I moved to New Zealand when I was 19 last year, and that was like the first time I'd ever stayed apart from my family for so long, and I still am. I think Yeah, the language barrier was definitely there. The culture shocks. There was quite a lot of getting used to how the city works, how the university works. I come from a completely different academic structure to getting used to the entire, enrolling into my courses, how those works, assignments, assessments. But obviously the course coordinators were more than helpful, especially in your first year. Online as well as offline, there's quite a lot of support services on campus, and obviously a big part of my first year on campus was being an executive in the student association, which took a lot of my time, and it gave me probably the best community I could have ever asked for. In terms of overcoming them, obviously having the community, having the help, asking for help and actually getting it was amazing. As well as, I remember when I was pretty new, somebody once told me that you're too young to be that inflexible, which means that I think I still remember that advice to this day. I want to be open-minded, celebrate my successes, take my failures and stride, and just go ahead.
Yeah. And it's something to be really proud of yourselves, actually, to come to a new country and set up a new life, just while studying as well and making all of that work.
Especially a hybrid of the online studies.
Exactly.
And the
Exactly.
studies.
It's something. My mom always said to me, be proud of yourself for doing that.
That's very important.
Kudos to all of you. So now that you've lived in Auckland and studied here at the University of Auckland for a little bit, what are your 2 to 3 sort of most memorable experiences that you've had during your time here, or even when you were studying online? Who am I starting with? Mike.
My most memorable experiences in New Zealand was definitely when I first came on here. I remember just because I came in December, in the middle of summer, which meant there were no classes. I just had a month to explore the city by myself, which is pretty interesting. I made quite a lot of friends, went around, learned how to travel in the city. That was pretty memorable. I remember going to some of the really popular Indian restaurants because I had to get my food sorted. I'm from India and you good food. That and one of the most memorable experiences was definitely AUSA, being part of the student association.
And you've been a great help there.
Thank you. I was the elected international student officer, which meant I had the opportunity to plan an entire international week with events from all of these cultural and ethnic clubs all around campus. We had an amazing week, a big board set up where people would just pass by and put up their favorite memories from home, in different languages, and make up drawings and things, and that was amazing. That, and as well as Ubuntu, which was the international student magazine. I was the editor-in-chief. It was amazing, just being a part of my community and giving back to them. That, and I went to South Island this Mozambique, which was beautiful. I've never seen nature like that, I think that's a core memory, just getting to see South Island, and just that scenery. It's just imprinted in my brain.
It is. It's a beautiful place to be.
Yeah.
Cool. Then Eric, just along the road.
Thank you. I just echo on what Mahik said about the nation. It's very beautiful. I remember when I first came, was a bit under pressure with my assignments and everything. So I took on board the ferry from Auckland downtown ferry terminal to Devonport. It's not even going to South Island. I was traveling towards the Devonport. I was looking at the Auckland city landscape. That just by looking at the city landscape with the sunset just is very amazing, and then just ease all my pressures off. So whenever I've got pressures, I always took on board the ferry. It's very cheap with the hop card, especially under the concession fees. So you can just get on board the ferry and look at the city landscape and to reflect yourself, and that really eased my pressure off. And another memorable experience for me would be there was a course assignment for my law degree. It's nothing to do about writing essays. It was actually going to the moot court and then to presenting argument in front of the moot judge. So that's a very unique experience for me, because typically you're writing essays or you're doing readings, but this is actually you doing oral presentation to the moot judge. And that was a very unique experience because it's a very different type of assignment. And I was quite nervous, but I did quite well. So I think that's a very unique experience for me.
Cool. Thank you so much for that. And I can just add to Auckland is such a beautiful city to live in, and you can just go for 10 minutes somewhere and then recharge your batteries. Yeah. Donna.
For me, again, using the ferry is very memorable. During the first 2 months I come here, I use ferry, and interesting that I feel ease when I use the ferry to go to university. And the most interesting thing for me was that I make many friends from different culture, which I learn from them a lot, and also enjoy spending quality time with them. Also, another interesting point for me is that whenever I go to the campus and I want to find my way, ask people, both student and staff, they are really helpful, friendly. They not only give me the direction, but also there were lots of time that they walk with me in order to be sure that I find the place I want. It was really memorable for me. And it's not something that just happened in the university. I also say that in the Auckland streets, and it's really amazing for me.
Yeah, it's those little things that count, right? Like,
Yes.
yeah, that's awesome. So I wanted to come back to a little bit what your experience was like making friends. Probably a bit different for all of you because you've quite different backgrounds.
So making friends and being part of a community. Joining clubs and associations are probably the best first way to like be a part of a community and get to make friends. Also, living in uni accommodation meant that I could be living with a bunch of students and also go on to certain like halls events or like some of the accommodation events, and that's where I met new people. You have to be a little forefront. I mean, if you're not into it, I definitely had a bit of I like my downtime as well, but whenever I do go out, I try to make an effort, and people are very warm, very kind. There's always things happening all around campuses in fact, and there's always something to go to take part in. Yeah, so that's always a good way to make friends and just be a part of it. Obviously, because I'm Indian, I also found a lot of Indian friends as well. So we obviously, because we could relate to each other so much, so that was definitely there. As much as I could make a lot of local friends in my work, I could also have like I met a lot of new Indian people who came from India, which is pretty interesting. So there's plenty of opportunity to make friends if you have to make a teeny bit effort, but yeah.
Yeah, and can you just tell us a little bit about the AUSA International Buddy Program as well, which is a great opportunity to
make
connect
friends.
to students.
AUSA International Buddies Program, that's there for any new and incoming international student. They sign up to get a buddy volunteer, which is or if you've been here for a while, you could sign up to be a volunteer. So you get a buddy assigned to you, and then they basically show you all around the city, not just the campus, not just uni life, just city life, the student life. They get you to meet other people, and then AUSA holds a bunch of events as well, weekly events. You've got games night, movies nights. They take you up to, say, the Domain Museum, the Sky Tower, and it's been pretty. I know like the staff at AUSA works so very hard to keep this program going, and just to help international students get to know each other. It's been pretty successful this year, so I've been very happy.
Yeah, they certainly do put a lot of work into that. Thank you for that. And Eric, in your role as the New Zealand International Student Association's Vice President at the moment, what do you feel is most important, or how do you best connect to new students and make friends? And also earlier you talked about the Let's Talk groups. I think you were referring to English language enrichment, which is one of the university services. Maybe you can go into that as well. Thank you.
For sure. So New Zealand International Students Association is a level more beyond AUSA. So we are an umbrella body that covers all the institutions who have been assigned with us. So we are not looking after the students itself. We are also lobbying with the government to make sure that everyone in New Zealand, all the international students, will be able to have we look after their well-being and we're also enhancing their student experiences. So last year what we did is we did a roadshow in 4 different locations. So we did one roadshow in Auckland, one in Wellington, one in Dunedin, and one in Christchurch. And this year we particularly have one conference in Auckland, which is held at the beginning of the month. So we invite a lot of panelists, we have a lot of people in different background to come to join the conference. So that is another way for you to meet new friends, because browsing through the student email, you'll be able to find a lot of events, not only run by us, there's a lot of events run by AUSA. And I was a part of the student buddy program last year. So I was assigned with students who was a postgraduate students. So we met in the school cafe, and yeah, we had a chat, and I taught her like how, you know, finding the school facilities and where you can get cheaper coupons with the food and everything. So it was a quite unique experience. Yeah, just try to find the events that is attracting you. There's a lot of events going on in uni. There's got career events. There's got, like, you know, you're in the food events and things. There's so many things to get involved. You just have to be proactive to look for the emails and to find the events that suits you the best. And I also agree living in school accommodations, because I was living in the school accommodation back in 2021. So yeah, there was we had cooking facilities. It's a sharing cooking facilities, and we basically just cooking by ourselves. But then there's people approaching you to say we can try food from different place, because people making Kiwi food, there are people making Chinese food, people making Indian food. So there's another way you can meet friends, because there's a lot of communal area you can share with people. So there's another way to meet friends. Yeah, and getting back to Let's Talk with Locals is a very important event as well, because you will be assigned to a group with people from Auckland. Yeah, you can just basically chat with each other. If you've got concerns, you can ask them. Maybe we can always work out and then help each other. So I think that's a very important event for the students incoming to the country. So yeah, it's a very fun and interacting session with the students.
Cool. Thank you so much, Eric. And Donna, you being a PhD student as well, it's a bit different for you, because you don't come in during a semester, you came in the middle of the year, basically. How did you find it to make friends, and what did you do actually proactively to get connections here?
Yes, actually most of the time I work from home, but whenever I go on campus, I met lots of students. I make friends, really good friends. Every month we have a doctoral students meeting to have morning tea with each other. It's really good in order to share our experiences and make friends. Also, there are lots of events that University of Auckland email us, which is hosted by University of Auckland. Sport events, workshops that are really fruitful, both to learn new things and also make friends. Also, there was a unique program for our faculty for Epsom campus, barbecue and beats, which is really interesting. Every month, students gather together and have their barbecue and spend 2 or 3 hours with each other and really enjoy every moment. You know, there are lots of events that international students can make friends and enjoy their time.
Okay, thank you so much. And very quickly, what is your top tip for starting university? Mahek.
Just get used to the walking. Just get used to the walking. But honestly, just have an open mind. You're here to study in a different country. Just keep an open mind. Embrace the change. Embrace the new cultures, and just have fun. You had to have fun.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, my top tip will be join the OWIC. OWIC, there's so many clubs around, so many clubs, and you will be able to join the clubs, meet new friends there, and you know your university chapter start with the OWIC.
Thank you.
Just to enjoy their life and concentrate on the study. Everything happen when it's time gone.
Cool. Ngā mihi nui, and thank you for watching, everyone, and we hope to see you very soon here on campus.